Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wafflers Wednesday. Tonight, we're taking a break from our favourite pastime of eating, and instead, we're indulging in a spot of retail therapy. Come with us as we explore all those interesting shops at the end of rides and our favourite ones dotted around Walt Disney World. Join us as we exit through the gift shop. And here we are. Yeah, I'm Peter, for those who don't know me, but I'm not souvenir hunting on my own today. No. Ready to max out their credit cards with me are Ben.
Hello.
Becca.
Hello.
Claire.
It will never be my credit card I use.
But will you max it out?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Jill.
We got the same credit card.
We got the same credit card, yeah. And John. Hello, John.
Hi, Peter. You all right?
Yeah, not so bad.
I'm cash only. I'm
Cash only.
I'm going cash only.
That means you're on a budget,
Is that
isn't it?
old school, John?
It is. It's old school. Yeah.
Old school. I wish traveller's checks were still a thing.
Disney dollars.
No.
Oh, traveller's checks, wasn't they?
Oh,
Never used a traveller's check.
what
in
a
my
pain in
life.
the backside they were, weren't they?
Yeah, weren't they just?
They're a pain in the backside to take, to
they're
actually
just
fill in and
impossible.
everything. They're just-
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'd much rather
Not good.
use your credit card because you invited us all along for.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
I'd rather
you're
use
fine,
his credit
right.
card as well.
So everything we're
Think
talking
of the
about
John
tonight,
Lewis
Peter's
points.
going to buy.
Think of the John Lewis points.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if anyone didn't realise, yes, Peter is in charge tonight. I'm not sure who agreed with that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Was agreed.
Thank you. It's nice to know that I'm loved by everybody.
What I like is that we all
Absolutely.
have access to like YouTube accounts, and no one actually knows which one of us it was.
That's right.
No.
What I like is that we all have access.
Dear me, that's brilliant.
Dear me. Anyway, shall we say hello to who's in the chat tonight? First thing was Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Hi, Sean
Hi,
from the
Sean.
Northeast. Hello.
Welcome.
Hi, Sean. Yeah, welcome in.
Happy Wednesday.
Yeah.
And at some point in the exact same minute as Sean, we had Jane.
Hi,
Yeah.
Jane.
Look at that. That's
They were the
good.
first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before
Yeah.
us.
And not long after was Wendy. Hello, Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
I
Hi,
feel like
Anna.
Anna.
Hi, Anna. I feel like I'm doing a horse race. And coming up, behind
coming up on the
Wendy
rails.
is Anna
That is
Subin.
no way to speak about Anna.
No.
Oh, Wendy.
Oh,
Talk about insulting you.
Wow.
Insulting you.
We
You
apologise.
watch
Very
this from
sorry.
the outset. Innit? Like,
That is not okay.
yeah.
Oh,
any complaints you can direct to Peter
You
in the
can
comments
indeed.
below.
We
Where's
do
our
have
Mickey Mouse
to
HR department?
She's a fine filly
Absolutely.
with great breeding.
We have like
Stop.
so Claire, we've got
Stop.
HR.
I'll get your coat, Peter. It's just like, oh my word.
Where's the
Oh.
tumbleweed graphic? In something like
I
that.
don't know where you put it.
I know.
We do
Hi,
have
Wendy.
Lucy in the chat.
yes,
Hello,
we
Jill.
have
We
a
have
new
Joe.
arrival.
Hello, Joe.
Hi, Joe. Welcome. Good to have you with us.
Thank you for joining us. Thanks for saying hi. Feel free to
Yeah.
come in,
Bring all
chat.
your friends.
Joining the
Bring-
chaos.
Yeah, join the chaos, join the fun.
And the man whose name I got very wrong the first time, Colton.
Hi, Colton.
Hi, Colton.
Hey.
Colton.
I called him Cotton for the first time all the way through.
Did you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dear me. That's not good.
that's been
That's not
dyslexic.
good.
Should have gone to Specsavers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem I have. That's exactly it. Yeah.
Disney
So,
Nerd Herders, hello.
Hey,
yeah.
chat.
Hey.
Charlie and Stacey,
I think
hiya.
I'm right.
Charlie and Stacey.
Let us know in the chat if you're going live tonight as well, because I'm just aware every time Charlie joins us and he's in the chat, and then the following morning I've had an alert on my phone about midnight, and they've gone live on YouTube. And I'm like, we could have actually just told everyone to make sure that they're there, but yeah, and he's not late because he's on
Feels
vacation.
like we need to end the
on
show
this.
because they've just joined.
Yeah. He's on vacation. He's on vacation, so that's even better.
Nice.
Although-
Enjoy yourself.
Although, if you're on vacation and you live in Florida and quite close to the 192, where would you go on vacation? Because actually, I don't think I'd be leaving that sort of 10 to 20 mile radius of place where I actually live. So yeah, Charlie, get in the chat. Tell us where you are. Because we'd love to
Apparently-
know.
Hey, Alex will vote it.
Apparently,
Yes.
Claire.
Just gonna say, may not be the day to mention Amex,
No.
but Ben,
No.
can I just double check that you have
No.
you've settled on the Vicky Waffle.
Of course.
Yeah, we're all okay. We're all up
Cards
to
are all
date.
paid off. We're all fine.
Excellent. I'm glad to
Yes.
hear it.
Good.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Sleep
Claire,
tonight.
you're a queen.
Yeah.
I absolutely
According
am.
to
Did you not know
Colton.
that?
It's
It was
Queen Claire,
actually
Peter. Yes.
Butch from Baltimore who first called me that.
All right. Okay. All
about
right.
2
Okay.
years ago, but it kind of
Who-
stick.
Who is in the chat?
Yep,
Is
there
he
we go.
here? Yay! Butch is
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
Yay.
that's
He
even
heard
better.
his name.
Yeah,
His
cool.
ears were burning, obviously.
Grumpy
There
Old
you go.
Kid's here as well. Hello, long time no see.
Yes. Hi.
Yeah, cool. That's fab. Absolutely
And
fab.
the pub was travelled. Yep. John. Hello, John.
Hi, John. Chewies.
Chewies. It was good.
Yay!
Oh,
It's
cool.
I'm
been
so
8 minutes and we've
pleased.
spoken about food already.
But we spent
Yeah.
about 2 minutes. That's amazing. I'm so glad you had a good time.
Cool.
We noticed
Hi,
you're
Hi,
late.
guys.
We noticed.
We did. Always notice.
Yeah.
That's
I
We
Always
keep an
watching.
eye out. We keep
And
an eye out.
Disney Nerd Herders are going live tonight.
5 p.m.
Yeah.
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 So
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
10
10,
o'clock.
10 o'clock.
10
10 o'clock in our money. That's
Yeah.
great. So by the time we finish this show,
Yes, no.
yeah, finish this show, I'll put you on.
Then-
I'll put you on, and I'll come in and annoy you, Charlie. and Things like that. and just, I might even. I did miss just bringing me trophy just to show you live on the show from the fantasy football league that we've had for the past couple of years, and actually I've won 2 years in a row. Not
Wow.
rubbing it into you, Charlie, or anything like that. But
Aw.
Charlie's on a mission. He's on a mission to beat me this
Yeah.
year.
So I want to
There
know
you
if they're going live for Magic Kingdom at 5 p.m. tonight, are they going to bump
Wow,
into
cool.
Ron on? Is it Ron on the go?
Ron on the go.
Ron on the go, like we did previously. That's
Yeah,
good.
because you were at Tron, weren't you, Claire?
Yeah, and he was
He was
live
just behind
streaming
you, live
right
streaming.
behind us, and we had great fun that day. Oh, we had fun.
Yes.
Who else is here? Oh,
I think
John,
that's
show
it. I
everyone
think
your
that's
trophy.
everybody.
That's everyone so far.
Yeah,
If
Everyone
there
else
is,
got
if there's
We will
someone
have
that's
more.
normally in the chat that you don't see, give them a bell. Let them know that
Yeah.
we're live.
Yeah.
And also,
Even if
if
there's
you're
someone
watching,
that you think might be new and might be interested, give them
Oh,
a bell.
yeah,
Get them
even
to come
better.
join us.
yeah, and if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you click the thumbs up bit. So there's only 6 of you done it so far, even though there's
Only
miles
6?
more of you watching.
Yeah,
you go.
there's enough people here, so I reckon we should be able to get on 20 by the end of the evening.
Absolutely,
There we go.
absolutely. So yeah, there you go. So you say it.
Set
and
yourself
then
a challenge.
Just click on. You say, yeah, that's easy.
And if
It's
you're
easy.
watching on the replay, thank you very much.
Indeed.
Or
And
if you're listening to the podcast version of this show, which is out on a Friday morning, welcome to the show. And actually, yeah, even though you're not
Thank
doing
you.
the YouTube,
Yep.
you're not doing the YouTube bit, you can't get a mention. But yeah, we know you're listening. I
And
know
you
who
can,
you are.
and you can leave a review and a like on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So
Just
We
like someone
appreciate
did this week, Ben.
Yes.
Somebody
Yes.
actually left us the most beautiful review.
did, a
and
great
I've
one,
got to
yeah.
say, yeah, a big thank you.
Brilliant.
If they're
Yeah.
watching or listening, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
And to nick from somebody else, if you're on YouTube, press the bell icon.
isn't it
Hello,
ring the bell?
Bell.
yeah, ring the bell.
Yes.
Smash
No,
the bell.
the bell.
The
icon.
bell icon.
Hello, Bell. Yes. No.
But it also says
No.
it says when I go to that, it says
Where's that
I'm
tumbleweed
subscribed.
graphic?
Yeah.
You're not watching Disney Jeopardy, are you?
No.
No.
No. There you go.
I'm not.
Because we're here.
Brilliant.
No, every week he tries to do a Gaston impression.
Yeah,
Oh,
if you
okay.
click
Yes.
on the bell and you've already subscribed,
Yes.
then you unsubscribe. So yeah, for anyone who has subscribed,
I'm so confused already.
don't touch the bell
Yeah.
because actually,
No, the bell is for
quite-
notifications.
we're
Yeah.
quite
Let's
glad
move on.
it's
Let's move
not
on.
says you subscribed. There you go. So don't mess around with it.
Oh.
Don't-
If you're not
Colton,
subscribed, however,
Technology.
feel free to.
Colton, I'm going to answer your question because I'm going to move us away from this. What is in my glass? I've got a very big gin tonight, and I am so grateful for that. In the last 30 seconds, I am very grateful for the fact that
Oh.
it's a massive gin. Because it's
Only
going
the
to be a
last
long
90
show.
seconds, Claire.
Anyway,
Well
moving
done
on
to
to
everyone
tonight's
who's
topic.
watching the show
Yeah.
because you managed to get through 12.5 minutes of this.
Anyway, moving on to tonight's topic, shall we?
We all got
Oh,
our
go
credit
on.
cards
Why
out,
not?
Yep.
Why
Yes.
not?
Okay.
or our magic bands primed.
You may have noticed that some of Walt Disney World shops are almost as highly themed as the rides. There are so many hidden little details to draw your attention. Now, we can all think of one shop that we really like, but there are more and more each time we think of one. Let's start with Claire. What's your favourite little shop?
Little shop or end of the
Horrors.
ride, end of attraction
End of
shop.
ride. It's not a massive shop at an end of a ride, is it?
Oh, do you know what? There's so many. I love the. I'm gonna steal one from John. The store at the end of Expedition Everest. In fact, that whole
Yeah.
like from
Yeah.
the minute you join the queue to doing the ride like 5 times in a row. Obviously, I have to say, the merchandise that's available is not as good as it used to be.
No.
However-
Strangely enough, Anna said that on Facebook earlier today as well.
We were discussing it at the weekend, you know.
Yeah, it's weird.
And-
It's not. It isn't. And I totally agree.
But-
I agree with Anna.
The theming of the store is incredible in the same way that
Yeah.
the ride queue line is amazing and the theming around the attraction. It's Morgan's like, I skip the ride and go straight to the store. He does. That's not true. That's not a joke. You just have to. I think in many of these places we're going to talk about tonight, you need to look up, you need to look down, you need to look all around you and make sure that you see all the hidden details. And that particular store has the most incredible stuff from memorabilia from the bits that link to the queue line, and also some of the stuff that you might have seen previously in the store is in there. And I think it's a really it's a very small place as well. It's not a very big shop, and the amount of detail and theming that they cram into there, it just has Joe Rody written all over it in terms of the attention to
It
detail.
feels
And
like
I
an
love it.
extension of the queue line.
It does.
It
That's
feels
what I was
like
trying to say. From
A
like
reverse queue line. It's just like, okay, because everyone is rushing because you've tapped your magic band to get your photo and you just like go head for the door. But actually taking the time to just think and just like look, because there is some good merchandise there. There's some interest. Like you said, Claire, there was previously much better merchandise than what there is now. It feels a little bit more generic. A lot of like I've conquered Everest and that sort. It's good, but
I think that's the bit that I think that most of the places we're going to talk about tonight have unique merchandise, which is like you can go to what used to be Mouse Gear and what is it, Connections now, Creations. I get them mixed up. I can't get them in my brain. I don't know which is which.
It'll always be Mouse Gear.
It's Mouse Gear. Still smells like
let's get over it. It's like someone wants to rename Twitter and call it X. Everyone's still going to call it Twitter.
Still smells like Twitter.
So
the difference. No, there is a difference. I could walk out of Creations without buying anything. That's the difference.
No.
I've got plenty of thinking creations.
I would say that tonight we're going to talk about places that have unique merchandise, so not stuff necessarily you can pick up in the Emporium or the Disney Store in Disney Springs. These are things that you might only be able to find in these particular merchandise locations, and that brings me to the number one rule of Disney merchandise purchasing, which is if you see it,
Yeah,
and you
buy
like
it.
it,
Buy it.
buy
Don't miss it.
how
Yeah,
many
because that-
times have we all
Oh.
gone, I'll come
Yeah.
back for it later, or I'll get it somewhere else,
Yeah.
and then you can't. So
Yeah.
I have learnt by pure error many times. If you like it, buy it.
Yep.
Otherwise, you'll
Yeah.
regret it.
Morgan's right. Just buy it.
Buy everything.
Buy it.
Yeah,
The
I'm not
thing is,
surprised he's saying that.
you're on holiday for a couple of weeks or at least a few days. You can have that sort of thing. Actually, if I didn't want it in the end, you'd be able to take it
You
back.
take it
Not
back.
that you will,
Yeah, exactly.
because you'll find
Yeah.
somehow to put it in your suitcase and take it home. But
Mm.
there is that option.
But I think
I've gone
so.
to a Shakira place now.
I got. I was just going to say the same thing.
Buy everything. Sorry.
Try everything. Buy everything. Yeah.
Are we trying to get like a copyright strike for Shakira?
Karaoke. I thought we were
It's
turning
okay.
karaoke show.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
I got a really nice red wooden photo frame from that shop
Mm.
with a claw mark on it, and
Oh, that's
it's
cool.
it's
Yeah.
really
Yes.
really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
know
think
what
I
you
bought
mean.
anything from.
I've never brought anything from that store. I very
Oh,
nearly
it's-
brought the
Oh.
I Conquered Everest t-shirt the first time I
It
did
is absolutely
Everest.
brilliant. It's one of those shops that certainly previously had so many different things. I actually bought a fleece jacket in there one time.
Yeah.
But it was
You
like
go
a
in
red
in
fleece,
August?
and you basically had. I bought it for the winter at home. It was good
Okay.
planning. But it was one of them things. It's just like, and a long sleeve t-shirt, but it was all about being like a team leader on Expedition Everest. But when you actually wear it out, people come and say, "Have you climbed Everest?" And I'm like, "No, I've been to Florida."
Wrong
And that's-
answer, John. The
that's
answer
how-
should be yes.
but that's how good the merchandise used to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
It was so standout that people would actually buy into the whole concept of it. And Claire mentioned about Joe Rody and how the design of the shop is so much down his Imagineering thought process. But originally, some of the merch was so top end.
Yeah.
That, like I say, people would stop you and actually ask you if you climbed Everest because you were wearing stuff from Animal Kingdom. How
Yep.
bizarre! But it's just like that's how good it was,
Yeah.
and that's the bit that I actually feel that is so missing at the moment, and that's where we really need that bit where the shops actually get that refined, sort of totally park specific merchandise rather than sort of the bland sort of
Generic stuff.
and I can see why it's gone down that route, because they're probably trying to stop all the stuff that goes to the outlets. Because
I don't know. I reckon
previously-
it's probably
previously
cost
you could pick
effective
up
as well, John.
I think so.
You know, if you reduce the
buy-
number of
I'd
lines
buy
that you're
more.
creating, then you
Buy
can.
more.
Yeah.
But I think Everest for me is Morgan's had t-shirts in there, and they were the really cool ones,
Yeah.
like the first aid ones, which were really cool. But that was like probably
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I think the amount of merch is reduced in there. It's still very cool,
I
but
think that might be in a few other places as well. But how much of that was due to the pandemic and then supply
this is
chain?
it.
And actually, when
Yeah.
you think of like bringing that back, that more unique
Mm.
merchandise, it's actually cheaper and easier for them to just have the similar sort of style. It's easy for them to manufacture,
Yeah.
and that cost saving side of
course.
it. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
those cost savings don't come to us.
no.
Mm.
Anyway, so my choice was
Anyway.
Everest. I can see
Yeah.
lots of people in the chat talking about different places. Colton's very passionately
Yep.
talking
Yes.
about Doc Wonders.
Yeah.
And there's mention of Japan and all sorts of things.
World Showcase
So-
in general. Sure.
Right. So move on from
In,
me. I've had my moment.
Okay. Talking of Japan, very quickly, for one of our anniversaries, I got Jill pearl earrings
Yeah, from
from
Mitsukoshi.
Mr. Koshi.
Oh,
Yeah.
I nearly did that this time when we
She
were
picked
out
two
there.
the big-
pearls. Yeah.
Yes.
Did you do the big drumming bit?
Yeah, I did the
Yes,
drum and everything.
yes.
Yeah. I
San,
counted down.
san ni ichi. Yes.
How much was it? I remember we asked
They
before.
are
and I-
currently $14 a throw
For the-
because we did it
Yeah.
in March.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We did
and then
the-
you
we
can
did
buy.
silver- We did silver backs. I think it was about $80 all told.
All in all. And the pearls that she got were on even size. One of them was bigger than the other. and we kept it like that.
That would have annoyed me.
Well, they did offer to swap it for one that was the same size. And I said no, because it was unique. It was the ones that I had picked. And therefore it made them unique.
See, what I probably would have done is I would have ended up putting them in a necklace instead, so that it wouldn't have looked too odd to have two slightly different sizes.
Yeah.
I just feel like two different sizes in my ears would look weird on me.
So
that's just a me thing.
Mitsukoshi, what do we think?
I like Mitsukoshi.
We've never bought anything.
We never brought anything.
We've spent hours. We've spent hours.
We spent hours and lots of money in Mitsukoshi.
Yeah.
I'd rather go and spend the money at Katsura Grill.
There is that.
Yeah.
We do both.
I was really tempted this time to buy a kimono top as well from there.
Nice.
Sean, comment. The bottles of pop with the marble thing at the top, yeah?
Yes.
It depends which one you get.
You're right, though. You're right.
Yeah.
I will tell you that there is a chain of little Japanese shops in Britain now where you can buy those if you want them.
Lisa, hi, Lisa. Here.
Hello, hi, Lisa.
It is so good to see you, Lisa. We've missed you.
Yeah. We bought a fan in Mitsukoshi last time.
No, we didn't. We bought it in China.
Trying to remember now.
Yes, we bought it in China.
We bought it in China. Yes.
Yeah. I do have a domestic here. It's all right.
As well, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
The same part.
No, it's a very different part of Asia.
Yeah. I quite like the socks that go in flip flops that you get in there. I don't know if people have seen those. The socks that have got. Yeah, so they're a pair of socks that you wear that has like a divider between the big toe and the other toe, so you can wear them with flip flops. It's a bit like socks and Crocs, but the Japanese version. I think they're really cool.
Socks and flip flops.
You mentioned Crocs as well.
It's wrong. It's wrong.
Let's not talk about Crocs.
It's just wrong. No. It's just wrong.
When we started going to WDW, Crocs were the thing you had to have.
Yes.
I've never owned
You had to have them.
No. I used to have a pair of fake ones.
I used to have a pair of real ones.
Yeah.
Ben, I think Mitsukoshi.
What's your favourite shop?
Yeah.
It's difficult. I have to admit, since last year when we did Tower.
Ben, you've gone silent on this.
No, he hasn't.
No, not at all.
I can hear him.
Can you hear me? Okay, Peter.
Yeah, I can now. Yes, our
Can you hear me now?
You hear me? You hear me now? Bad line.
To brew. Sorry.
It's the Welsh connection.
That's what it is.
Yes.
So yeah,
okay, we're there now.
John something around your chips. Sorry.
For anyone from the States watching, go and check out Phoenix Nights by Peter
Phoenix
Kay.
Nights, yes.
It's absolutely quality. Yeah. There you go. Phoenix Nights moment.
Wait, just something to share.
Yeah.
I have recently become a Croc wearer.
Yeah, but I can understand that given the job that you do. And also, I can given the fact that you take glue to the parks to heal the back of your heel after you've had shoes.
You just fill the holes in with glue.
Crocs don't do that. So you save it.
I'm going to find out in 3 weeks' time.
Yeah. You're saving yourself.
And also, when Magic Kingdom floods, you can just walk through it like won't ruin any socks.
I won't ruin my trainers.
And just saunter through and sort of big two finger salute.
All those people with their soggy shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben.
Anyway, that was not what we were talking about.
Okay, that's what it was. So last year, we did Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster for the first time, and I have to admit, I love both rides, but I was really impressed by the gift shops afterwards, especially Tower of Terror. There's just so much merchandise in there, and it's the theming carries on through. A bit like Claire said about the Exhibition Everest shop. I think it just feels like you're continuing the queue, and it gives you enough time to recover from the huge drop on Tower of Terror. That I just think there's so much merchandise.
There's a nice bench outside that helps.
You can sit there for half an hour to.
Yeah, while I'm waiting for you to get off the ride.
Yeah.
I got a T-shirt with Mickey, Donald, and Goofy on the ride in that shop. That's a cool one. It's a cool one. It's very cool.
Yeah.
And not from America, but we do also have a plush of Stitch as a bellhop, chewing through the wires of Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Love that.
Plus the actual bells that everyone has to ring on the way through their shop.
Yes, of
No,
course.
I'm going to go with it.
You're not allowed to go through that pressing one. So.
No, but I would also say when the kids were younger, I actually encouraged them to go ring the bell all the way through. As I've got older and they've got older, we've become a little bit more mature about stuff, and we now complain about people ringing the bell as we including the kids. The kids are, how immature is that? Like,
that's the circle of life. That is right there. Can we say bye to Colton?
Bye, Colton.
Bye, Colton.
We didn't find out what lunch
get back to work, Colton. There you go. That's it.
We didn't find out what he was eating.
No,
he didn't.
Drinking Gatorade though.
I think as well. I think was it Lisa. Lisa mentioned before as well. She hasn't been able to watch recently because she's been working.
Yes.
Yeah. I think, guys, we're actually responsible for a lot of productivity sort of downshift
on a Wednesday.
Late Wednesday afternoon. A few offices in the States. Yeah. Thank you very much. If you are listening, even if you're meant to be working, we appreciate you joining us. Yeah, and we won't tell your boss you're all right. So,
Becca, what's your favourite?
Of the ones that haven't been said yet, because I do like all of the ones that haven't been said. Memento Mori over in Magic Kingdom, as you come out of Haunted Mansion, it's just slightly to the left.
Yes, it's
lovely
there
little
in
store.
Liberty Square. Yeah,
it's lovely
little store. Lovely Haunted Mansion themed merchandise. Never brought anything in there. I did see a very nice dress that I nearly brought last time I was there, though.
I bought socks in there before.
Yeah,
Haunted Mansion socks.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I tell you what, if you're in the chat, let us know if you've bought anything in Memento Mori, because actually it's one of them shops that you end up going into.
Oh, has anyone done the photo thing?
Yeah, but it's just a brilliant place, but you never end up buying anything.
No.
For some reason, I don't know why, but you don't buy anything.
You know what, I very nearly brought my brother and his fiance some champagne flutes for their wedding.
Okay.
A couple of months when we were out there last time. That's the sort of thing she'd love.
I dreamt to think what was on them, like,
it was the
Till death us do part.
the ghosts that follow you home. But I didn't in the end.
Probably a good thing.
The other thing
to be fair, she would have loved them. She would have absolutely loved them.
What's difficult about the stuff in that shop is some of it is quite large. And then when you think of
what
have you bought on your trip so far? And it's can I do this? It feels quite heavy.
Can I bring that giant ornament / chest set home?
Yeah. And the most gorgeous stuff is so big and heavy and expensive.
Yeah. I think that's a good call in the chat by Neil and Karen Portwood Travel. It doesn't suit the theme of when you bring Disney merch back into your own home. And quite a lot of it just it fits in. The colours are always usually quite good, but actually, when you go to Memento Mori, everything's got that purple colour, purple, green, and black, and it doesn't kind of fit, right? And it just sort of struggles, or it's got that kind of day glow effect to it as well. It doesn't kind of go with the rest of your house, and you're thinking, we'll give it a miss. It's a strange one. It really is.
Well, John,
still a good shop. Still a good
shop.
It's
like when Callum misbehaves.
Genius, yes.
You know the answer is to get a dog, right?
Yes.
You get the dog bed first, and then you get a dog.
Then you have to get the dog.
You have to get a golden retriever, and it's all good.
John, we rent, and our walls are completely white.
Yeah.
So anything Memento Mori would go really well in our house.
Yeah, you'd be sorry. Yeah, that'd be good. Wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be good.
You'd be. You. But having said that, you really annoy your landlord, like
Yeah.
and when you take it down, when you take it down, you tend to find landlords are a bit stuffy about it, and then you lose your security deposit as well, don't you? So
it's all right. She lives in England.
Yeah. She's not
So that's all right.
Command hooks, John. Command hooks.
We're not sponsored, I promise.
No.
yeah.
Just use them.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah.
Go on, John. What's your favourite?
I haven't a clue. I must admit, Claire nicked me first showing.
I know. I knew I would.
And Ben nicked me second one. So
I did it.
I tell you one thing, and I'm probably being a bit naughty saying this as well, but actually, the shop at Splash Mountain used to be superb, and again, just one of those places that had merch that was completely different from the rest of the park, and I probably would put that there. But also, I would say the shop at the end of Space Mountain has got so much missed opportunity for either T-shirts or just merch in general about Space Mountain. And I know they have done in the past, like certain lines of I Conquered Space Mountain and stuff like that. But they could have really, really go to town on it. And they haven't, and they've not bought into the theming of it. And I don't know.
The Space Mountain's now merged with Tron.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now it's full of Tron merchandise, and
it's a big space though as well. You know, you think about as a shop, and also going back in time, there used to be a big Kodak bit in there. There used to be an arcade in there.
There used to be massage chairs in the corner.
Yeah. And actually, over time, it's kind of just sort of become just a shop, and they've kind of tried to fill it out. And I would say probably Splash Mountain for me was one of the best ones. Yeah. Another missed opportunity is Big Thunder. You know, I know we're talking about places that have got a shop, but Big Thunder at Walt Disney World, it's just crying out for the opportunity to walk into the shop straight off the ride.
Yeah.
And they've missed it. There's not many occasions that Disney have missed an opportunity to rinse you for a few dollars. But I actually think that is the one that I really think that they've missed big time. And that's just in Magic Kingdom. I could go. I just love the fact that you can come off different rides and actually go to a gift shop and actually, you're kind of still under the spell, aren't you? So it doesn't matter how good, bad, or indifferent you feel about the likes of Tower of Terror. You still have that feeling. I need that T-shirt, and I'm not going home without it.
Yeah, I want to know whether anyone's gone to Everest, gone into then bought one of the T-shirts, and I've conquered Everest, but haven't actually done the ride. Just to say,
that's officially cheating.
No, I can't even bring myself to buy a pin if I've not done the ride.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and that's another one as well, Jill, because actually that's one of our big things about buying pins. It's like you always get the pin for those standout rides, and you know, even going back to Buzz Lightyear, Paris has a fantastic pin for getting the 99999 score.
Galactic Hero.
But they don't have that pin in Orlando, and
a sticker.
Yeah, it's not quite the same. And also a missed opportunity to rinse out another $15 for a pin.
Yes.
So
yes, Lisa, I know exactly what you mean. Yes.
Yeah.
Our favorite phrase is emergency gift shop, which is the one after you've actually exited the park. And you find that there is still a gift shop there.
Yeah.
It's like, think of Magic Kingdom. There's one on the right there after you've gone through the tap styles and you're out and you're officially out of the park. There's still a gift shop just in case.
Oh my goodness. Sean has just commented that they're missing a trick by not having a Cosmic Rays gift. Can you imagine a Sunny Eclipse plush? That would fly off.
Oh, it would, yes.
I'm just
singing one.
A musical one.
No.
Oh wow!
Like Build-A-Bear. No, let's have no sound. But yeah,
I know how
but
much you love
have they
Sunny
not made a
Eclipse.
Sunny Eclipse plush? That would
I don't know.
definitely be a win.
no
Goodness.
sound, but the keyboard would have to light up, surely.
Yeah.
I know.
Opportunity miss
Surely.
there.
Dear.
Definitely, that is a big miss. It really is.
Yeah.
Yes, we have. We've just done that one.
Yes.
Yeah, so Memento
Memento
Mori
Mori.
is the
Memento
one
Mori
that's
is fantastic.
and it used
Yeah.
to have loads of cool kitchenware in it. That's what
Yes, it
used to
did.
be there.
Yes.
And I think
I don't need to do more kitchenware.
I think I bought more kitchenware than I have done Haunted Mansion merch. Definitely.
Yeah.
I've just got flashbacks to our haul show a few weeks ago of how much stuff we brought home.
Yeah.
Yes.
You put it away yet?
Yeah,
Yes.
most of it.
Okay. Well, Peter and Jill, you haven't mentioned your favourite.
No,
places.
I was just going to say Jill.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go for one that I didn't get to spend enough time in, really. And that's the marketplace shop in Galaxy's Edge. I'm trying to think. Is it Tatooine Traders? Basically,
Tatooine
no, that's the one
That's
outside
the one
Star
outside
Trek
Star
Star
Tours.
all right.
That's
And
not to
the-
She's
start
also
with.
Yes.
cool.
Adorned Antiquities.
Yeah.
Is that the?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that's basically got it's not got souvenir merch, because obviously when you're in Batuu,
Yeah.
they don't know what Star Wars is. They don't know what all this stuff is, and why would they be selling souvenir things? Because it's where they live. They wouldn't want to have souvenir this, that, and the other. So what you can buy is authentic local crafts, and toys that have been made for their children, and this kind of thing, and just the imagination that has gone into it. I didn't end up buying anything, but I wish I just had a bit more time to browse.
A few. I'm just thinking. I'm just looking at the one in Galaxy's Edge because there's quite a few stalls all over
There are.
That's right,
the
yeah.
marketplace.
Are you talking about the
That market, yeah.
marketplace just
Yeah.
by Ronto Roasters, or are you
Yes.
talking
Yes.
about
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
indoor?
Yeah.
indoor
Yes,
Yeah, the
shop?
walkthrough,
walkthrough one.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Because
Mm.
you've got Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities, which is the where you can buy things like lightsabers,
Yeah.
robes.
Drives.
Yeah.
And actually the design for that one is really good. If you have a look
Mhm.
at some of the stuff on the walls,
Yeah.
there's all sorts of different
Sort of memorabilia.
Star Wars memorabilia and
Very
things like
cool.
that.
So I'm going to pose a question. Answers in the chat, please. Does Sarvi's count as a merchandise location?
Well, you have to buy it, don't you?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
merchandise
but if
experience.
Mm.
Mm.
Or is
some
it
of
an
the-
experience / attraction?
Where you still have to spend money. It's,
Yeah.
You certainly
can't-
definitely have to
Yeah,
Yeah,
spend
but you
money.
have to spend money on Wild Africa Trek as well. That's an
it's
experience.
not shop.
But you
Yeah,
don't
but you're
have
not
something
taking
away.
anything away with you for that, are you? You're taking
get
away.
a
all
I've
the
got a
stuff.
water bottle with Wild Africa
well, there
Trek
you
written
are.
on it.
Oh, there you go.
That's a $200 water bottle. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And a name badge.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
Bargain.
Yeah.
Because also there are a lot of other things that you can custom build.
Like
Where you can buy
Yeah.
magic bands, you can have things
the
designed to.
droids as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
In terms of
Yep.
theming, and if we're talking
Mm.
about well themed and well organized, appropriate to location, merchandise location, I would say that Sarvi's probably could be the best.
Is-
Yeah,
Yeah.
from an experience
It's
point of view
fighting
as
to
well.
win.
It's
You're right, Peter.
Yes, I'm moving my paper.
Oh,
Sorry.
is
okay.
it the news?
He's,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
getting ready.
It's got a
He's
bulletin.
He's getting ready for us asking what his favourite is. That's what.
Yeah. But yeah, what do you think?
He's
Sarvi's, yes
planning
or no?
ahead.
I'd go, yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
think I would.
Yes,
it
Both
is
was
a
both a merchandise
yeah.
store and experience.
Mm.
But aren't all the merchandise stores experiences? We've been
Not in the same
talking
way.
about. No, I know, but we've been talking about how well themed they are and how well
Yeah,
And-
I couldn't.
and that
Yeah.
they give an impression.
I just think it's not just completely.
It's an
another
interactive experience.
Oh,
that
definitely.
is
Yeah.
Yeah.
customizable. Is that a word?
Yes.
Customizable.
Yeah,
Customizable. Yeah.
customizable is the
Yep.
word.
And it just
I
was
think
more
that-
personalised, and it's
Yeah.
I think we'd class it as one.
Well, I
Yeah.
think if we class the droid depot as one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
also
then
really
Sarvi's
great
looking at-
theming in
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
Mickey's Villa Magic has a great theme shop. Donald and Sid's particular favourite
Yes.
I liked that. Apart from this time, the rain,
The rain came down, and it
and
was
that's the
chock-a-block.
key bit. Yeah, when you get out of Magic and it's actually
It's
raining,
raining.
it
we
becomes
couldn't get out
like
of
a
Magic.
complete
Everyone was
log
stuck
jam.
in the shop.
No.
No one could move to buy anything, and
Yeah.
everyone was wedged in because no one wanted to get out in the storm.
Yeah.
But that picture of Donald in the ceiling is an absolute must take photo for every single trip.
Yeah.
And if again, like Sean, who's going soon, if you've missed it before, you just got to go and you've got to take the picture of Donald because it is quintessential Villa Magic, and it's just it's a wonderful part of it all. And I think you always kind of forget that just how much it's the subtle bit of theming, the subtle bits of every shop that really get to you. And I think it's an amazing bit. So go and check that out if you missed it before.
A shop we haven't mentioned, what I was going to say, is Wind Traders, Pandora.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, that's the one that's got all the
Banshees.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's, in case you didn't know, that's
Shoulder banshees.
That's the international sign for a banshee.
Banshee.
I just moved with my hands.
It's all right.
I've got a banshee up there.
Ben was rescuing you there.
I know. He knew exactly what I meant, which is great. But the banshee. That's sad. Don't know you're talking about banshee.
Sea Cabo.
John, have a good time at Universal. Thank you for dropping in.
Oh, wow.
How do you like cheese? I
later.
like the green hatcher chili sauce.
Cool.
Just saying.
Thanks
Bye-bye,
for
mate.
joining us, John, as well. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right, me.
Yes, nobody's asked you.
I guess it's me.
Come on, Peter. Yeah.
As I'm hosting, I'm
desperate
going
to
to have one and a
Desperate.
half.
Thank you.
Okay.
As I'm hosting, I'm going to have one and
Only
a half.
half the shop.
Right.
It's half out under refurb.
No. No, quite. I got one of my favourite T-shirts from the shop at Dinosaur.
Yes.
I've worn it before. It's
If you're happy and you know it.
It's Tyrannosaurus Rex. If you're happy and you know it.
Clap, yeah.
I was going to say, I hate to tell you this, Peter, but the shop at Dinosaur has become very, very bad.
I said half.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
I'll
the
give it
half?
half.
Okay, that's a half.
That's
Okay.
half.
Half.
I was going to say that T-shirt.
Half.
I think they've actually moved that T-shirt now to the
I know.
Discovery
Stand.
Island
Yes.
stand.
Yeah.
You can still get it.
Yep. I'm going to give some love to a small shop in Fantasyland that is quite generic. Don't get me wrong, the merchandise is quite generic, but the theming is terrific, and that is Sir Mickey's.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The giant popping through the roof and
Yeah.
the beanstalk. It's just fantastic theming.
Yeah.
Yes, as I said, it's generic stuff, but I really like it. It is one of my favorites.
I can understand that.
Can see that,
I would actually say again, it's a place that's become less sort of there's less unique merchandise as there perhaps was about 15 years ago. And about 15 years ago, you used to go in there and you're like, oh, well, I have to have that, and that, because I've not seen that in any other place on property. And again, it's maybe something that Disney maybe need to address. Is people will buy stuff that is unique to certain either resorts, rides, and certainly that you feel as if you're going to one place and that's where you're actually going to get that product from.
You mentioned resorts. We did go to the Riviera for lunch last time, and we noticed the shop there had an awful lot of unique stuff.
The majority of the resort stores, especially, well, even the moderates and probably the values as well, have resort-specific merchandise.
They do,
so
a
they'll
lot,
have T-shirts, they'll have tumblers, they'll
Lounge
have glasses, lounge. The deluxe especially have started doing lounge flies specific to those resorts as well.
You nearly come back with more than one.
The ones at Wilderness Lodge are amazing. Kay, you're a ninja listener tonight. And then
Yeah.
Ninja Watcher,
Yeah.
it's great to have you here. In the
Okay.
If you go back and watch again, we probably gave you a quick mention of all those people who were working, and
It's fine. It's all
Just
good.
saying.
I found
saying.
the only picture that we took of the dinosaur shop when we were there.
yeah.
Make of this what you will.
I just,
It
yeah.
was
I'm
the only thing
I'm
in
not
the
saying
picture, in
anything.
the store worth taking a picture of.
Oh,
Shows you everything that you need to know about that store.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Can we cover? Sorry, I was going to ask. Can we talk about? Can we go back to Epcot? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I want to give a shout out to the merch location at Guardians attraction.
Yeah.
Because there are so many cool things in that shop that we didn't buy but played with for a very long time with Zach and Morgan and I, and we played with all the little toys, and we all put Infinity Gauntlets on and Iron Man gauntlets on and played with them. And there may have been trying on a jacket and all sorts of stuff. I love that store, and it's really small. Again, it's really small. It's very compact, but they have some very, very cool stuff in there. If you are a
interesting
Guardians fan.
about that, you can get all of that, all the stuff that's in there in Creations.
In Creations, you
So
can.
if there's a queue, if it's busy, you can just head to Creations. I know when we were there for when it was the first few weeks after opening last year, there was queues for like an hour to just get into the shop. We just walked to Creations and just walked straight in and found all the merchandise there.
Yeah.
There were a few bits that you couldn't find in Creations.
Yeah.
And the one piece of merchandise that I really wish they would do is the uniform jackets for the Nova Corps.
You
Okay,
can.
yeah.
They do that.
Not the
They
full
did
one.
not the full one,
Oh,
the t-shirts and things like that. But I want an actual proper
like a
Nova
leather,
Corps jacket.
like a Star-Lord, like leather
yeah.
jacket style.
Yeah.
or
Liverpool,
suede or suede or something like that.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine wearing that in July or August heat?
It's
That'd
Yeah,
just be
but
like
I
a
can
sweat
imagine wearing
bucket.
it in April over here.
Or even
Could
summer over
you?
here, 'cause you know
Nip
what
it,
UK weather's
nips
like.
Tesco's in it. Is that how it goes?
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
would though, and I
Oh,
think that's the
yeah,
thing. I
completely.
think that's the missing. You know,
I'm just imagining on
Yeah.
the news it'd be
Nova
Star-Lord
Corps
that's
jacket
been
and your
spotted in
Crocs.
Tesco.
I'm off down Tesco's.
yeah,
Fine.
but you would though. But you would
Just
because actually, it's that thing of you know, like I mentioned earlier in the show about the Everest fleece, and it's like if you know, you know, and it
You're in the
becomes
game.
that bit. Yeah, you actually understand the Disney part of it, and nobody else in the shop will actually give a monkeys about what you wear.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll just go,
Mhm.
okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
But if you've been to Guardians or you've done Everest and things like that, people actually understand and they're like, oh,
Yeah.
you're a Disney fan. And
Yeah.
you're suddenly like, with that comfort, it's just like, and people notice it.
Yes.
You know, I think it's a really, really good thing. And yeah. I'm with you there, Becca. I think that'd be
I'm just picturing Becca in Tesco's with her Star-Lord jacket on, going, right, where's your veggie, fruit?
Can I just address Morgan's comment? I know.
Oh,
the Star-Lord
is he heckling in the comments?
know.
He's heckling in the comments.
I was making a suggestion that it would be like a leather jacket in a similar vein to Star-Lord's rather than any other kind of jacket, but Nova Corps one.
I'm one of those people that with merchandise, I don't buy stuff that I'm not going to. I generally don't buy stuff that I'm not going to use. So if it's clothing or a bag or a glass or a mug, I will use that. So
Yeah.
I mean, about the only things that I buy that we don't actually use are pins.
Do you know what? Reese has just put something in the chat that I completely forgot that. Yeah, you can buy
Test
it.
shop.
Yes.
You know what? I used to the test track store. I used to always, for a number of years, bought the little decals you stick on the back of your car.
Yeah.
You know, the little people with the Mickey ears, and they did one with a dog as well, so you could build your family on the back of your car.
Yeah.
I always used to buy those. That yeah.
Actually, Reese, I must admit, I haven't bought a Corvette, and it's one of those biggest regrets when you get to the airport and you're just like,
Well, it's like we
Where
said
would I
earlier,
put it?
John.
Take me
You
back
see it?
to Epcot.
Yeah.
I need to buy a car. I need to buy a car. Get on the plane.
I wonder if anyone does buy a car at the end of Test Track.
Yeah.
I know.
I want one that looks like the one I made.
Yeah.
One of those ones.
Sorry, they won't do insurance for that.
I want the Sue Smugly one that I made.
It's one of those great unknowns because you know
Yeah.
they have the cars there. They've got people to try and sign you up for it and things like that. The other thing I would also add into the mix, young Reece Sheldon, is the fact that they used to sell Man United shirts with the Chevrolet advertising. That was in the shop, and which is always an excuse to walk swiftly on and say, "Come on, kids, don't touch it." There you go.
Yeah.
Just saying, like,
John.
Yeah.
John, I think
Peter.
John, I think that the Corvette will cost more in excess luggage than the actual car.
Yeah.
It probably would, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think British Airways would be quite chuffed
Yeah,
having
but the
to
way
bring
they
it home,
handle,
would they?
some of them handle luggage, I don't think I want to handle a Corvette.
Oh, no way.
No.
Well, unless you could buy some Ant-Man gadgetry, some
And
BIM
shrink it down.
gadgetry, and shrink it down and put it in your hand luggage. You know.
That'd be the
Yeah.
option.
Yeah.
There is one shop. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
There is one shop that we came up with, and that's Big Top Souvenirs. Which
Before or after the fire?
Well,
Well, before the fire.
During it.
before the fire, yeah. Yes.
Before the fight, it had the most incredible
great.
carpet. I've
It
not
did.
been,
Yeah.
I've not seen what they've replaced it with, but it was a
Plastic
brilliant
tiles.
place. And again,
Yeah.
it just had the most. When it first opened, it had some fantastic pins that you couldn't get in other shops
No.
as well.
So
It
you-
was one of my
That's
favorite places.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
kind of got high from the sugar smell the minute you walked
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
You would
It's
buy
like-
anything.
But
Right.
it is if the confectionery is super busy, you can get the majority of those
Snacks.
cakes and fudges and snacks in Big Top Souvenirs with a
Yeah.
fun.
And it's really cool to walk around and watch them making them. You know, I've spent a number of periods of time doing that. And you know, some of the stuff that they sell is very cool, but it's also just pure sugar, which is nothing wrong with that in Disney, because that's, you know, that's what we all do.
Alice and Caroline holiday.
I think sadly since the fire and the refurb and they've reopened,
Yeah.
it's not quite what it used to be.
It's had one for the same thing of the merchandise you can find everywhere else in the
Yeah.
Emporium is there. It feels like it's the overflow for the Emporium.
Yeah.
More
I
than
wish-
that unique merchandise for
I wish they
fancy
did
that
some really
area.
cool, great Goofini stuff in there, you know, like
Yeah,
a great Goofini
yeah.
t-shirt or a,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
you know, that would be really cool, because you've got the
Yeah.
Barnstormer right there, which is unique, and that would be brilliant if they did
Yeah.
something.
And also the characters that you can meet. So Minnie Magnifique and Madame
Yeah.
Daisy or whatever.
Yeah,
you
they
know.
could do some great stuff in there.
Yeah.
Missed
They don't do-
opportunity.
They don't do Mickey ears with like the the Daisy face covering,
No.
do they? Because that would be
No.
quite fun. Yeah,
Hmm.
they definitely missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Barnstormer merch.
Can I
Yeah,
pick up?
right.
Yeah, I think it'd be a great idea. Can I pick up Grumpy Old Git in the chat has mentioned about the warehouses at the outlets?
Yeah.
And I actually think that's it's well worth talking about,
Yeah.
because anything that doesn't get sold in the parks and it's sort of excess stock, or even off the cruise line, things like that, you can go to both warehouses at both, was it Vanilla Road and then the one at the top of
iDrive, yeah.
top of iDrive. They are both well worth checking out. If you have the opportunity on your holiday, go and do both, because they have slightly different stock.
They do.
And also, if you're there for 3 or 4 weeks, if you go early in your holiday, but also go late in your holiday, because they do replenish stuff quite quickly. And if you strike it lucky, you'll find there's a big queue out the door, because they basically replenish that day. And a lot of people who are shoppers to online and trying to buy 55 items rather than just the one that we're looking for. will be there, and somebody will be filming it and putting it on YouTube.
It used to be
just-
Friday mornings.
Yeah.
We used to
Yeah.
finish it.
Okay.
Not sure whether that's still the same, but we always make sure to go at the beginning of our trip. We did it this time because we're there for a couple of weeks. It's like, and also you're not sure what stuff. A lot of stuff we saw in the outlet was still being sold full price in the parks.
Yes,
I think that's
so.
become
Go there first. See if there's anything you like, because actually it might stop you from buying other stuff in the parks at full price. And then
going back to where we started though, Ben, if you see anything in the outlet, don't even do it. Don't even do a lap of the outlet.
Pick it up.
Because actually it won't be.
Yeah.
There's times when it's not there, and I'm only thinking from my kids' perspective that we've ended up. We had to drive from Vineland up to the top of I Drive to look for one sort of plush item that wasn't available, and we walked out and said, we're getting the way back to the car. They'd sold out.
No.
And it was so it's just
once you see it, pick it up. Also walk around the store. You'll always see a pile of stuff towards the tills. The people just put stuff down.
People abandoned.
But also you get that right by the till, so there's a big baskets, and they tend to have reduced lounge fly and all sorts. I know that Zach and Dan's lounge fly was in there for like $25.
$20.
I bought it full price the day it was released, and I'm very proud to say that. But
I got a pair of Loungefly Tower of Terror ears in there the other year for $8.
And behind the tills, they have Dooney and Burke and all sorts that are reduced as well. So do you have a look around? They've got some very cool things.
Definitely worth a look.
The last time we were in there, they had the Disney Coach merchandise.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And the ones that are at the actual outlets of Vineland and Intergalactic are owned by Disney.
They are. Yeah, for Disney. They're Disney outlets.
They're not knockoff stuff. It's
maybe and that's maybe worth making a differential with as well, because the other stores along the 192.
The Wizard store.
Disney. That's
about that one.
Don't even waste your $2 for a t-shirt, because actually
it'll disintegrate by the time you've gone through the rain.
It's not worth it. But both Vineland and iDrive outlets are Disney outlets. But like Claire said, they sell stuff that is actually still available in some of the park shops as well. We've got some of the most bargainous bits of merch over the years, and it's always luck, because you actually never know what's going to be in the shop on a particular day. It actually creates a little bit of interest for someone like me who doesn't like shopping, but it creates an awful lot of interest as the fact that I'll just go and mooch around the Disney store. We'll see what we can buy, and we'll also see what we can buy for Christmas in the middle of August. Because they're selling off last Christmas's stuff, and you're thinking, here we go. This is perfect for everything we want for the house for Christmas.
You can also get some really cool brilliant Disney cruise stuff, even if you've never been on a Disney cruise. You can. But we were there in March, and they had Christmas stuff out. It's potluck what you're going to find, and that's half the fun. It's because you can mooch around and just like, what on earth am I going to find today? So I think those stores are actually great fun, and I know that a number of us have ended up with the same thermos mug, the Epcot Beauty one. But I saw that in Creations
last year,
I think probably in
October.
And then when I went back in March or in December, it was in Creations. Then when I went in March, it was in the outlet store for like $17 instead of like $50 in Creations, and it's very cool. It's black, and I know Ben, you put a photo of yours in the Waffles Arms earlier this week. I've got one. I bought one for my brother. I know that you've got one. Lloyd's got one. We've all got them, and they're great. Anna's got one, I think. So they're
I feel just missing out.
I'll tell you what, John. I'll go to the outlet. I'll go to the outlet and see if I can find you one.
Thank you.
Grumpy old git. I have no words. I have no words.
I actually think that's I actually think that's a really good question.
I don't think you can
because you can't.
Yeah,
because it's a completely different receipt. It's usually a different color than you get in the parks.
it's also possibly
but also
change the barcode as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
New
So
label on it.
yeah, it's one of them ones. File it under cheating the system. You're not gonna get away with it. You're gonna get all that bit of like, no, sorry, sir.
You got to be careful how you say that, Anna. Just saying.
I'm not even
alcohol in your mug.
Try. I'm not even
going to
try. I thought Reese was winning like comment of the evening there, but no, Anna. Let's not. Yeah, I'm not doing. I'm not even going.
Let's not.
It's not.
I just also wanted to give a shout out to some of the World Showcase shops generally.
Yes.
Just the fact that
Thank you for going
Mexico, I mean, practically the whole place is a shop. The
Yeah.
bits that
Yeah,
aren't
it
like
is,
in a restaurant, you know. And
One day,
the obligatory sombrero.
Yeah.
You know, you
And
Has
one day
anyone
some-
bought one of those? Or
what,
just
sombreros?
it's the law that you have to try and buy.
Drag it on.
I want to know
desperate
how
for the
many
day
people. Yeah,
I want to see the day where someone walks
the.
around World Showcase wearing one of those, like a massive one.
So Claire,
I
you're
want
going
to
to
see
buy one.
that.
One day I'm going to buy one of those little figurines.
So Claire, when you and Anna are there in December.
Yes, I don't think that's happening.
No.
You end up falling asleep under it, on a.
I was just saying, I was it could be a new advent calendar in the making. You know,
the hats.
Hats of Disney World.
Yeah, and also you don't need to buy them, right? I'm just saying this is one of them really nice things about Disney shops. The amount of different hats, ears. Also, if you got Pandora, you get like the tails and things like that. You can try them on. And the kids, my kids have got the most amazing amount of different pictures of wearing the most amazing amount of different hats that we've never bought.
Look, Anna's joining in. This is not a thing, Anna.
Do it.
Yeah.
So Anna, the rules of the game are that you go and you buy a sombrero, right? And you have a picture in every country right around World Showcase for the Great British Mickey Waffle Advent Calendar 2023.
Hats around the world.
There you go. Sorted. And we'll also, added bonus, we'll put Peter's dancing videos from last year alongside them as well. Because they were so good.
But the other
hats
World
around
Showcase,
the world.
I mean, I think caramel kucha in Germany is worth a call.
It's not. No, in fact,
diabetes in a shop. But
Waffler's arms, just beware. I'll try and dig a picture out of a T-shirt that me and my wife actually didn't buy because it was the Lederhosen one that they had, and it was
the beer wench one.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I know exactly the one you mean.
And we got a picture of it, and you'll be thinking, you would never ever get away with wearing that T-shirt anywhere else. Not even, even if you went to the Italian pavilion, you wouldn't get away with wearing that T-shirt.
I'm kind of hoping
just
we do.
Time.
Are we doing the
place.
Waffler's Arms like Christmas? Christmas Secret Santa.
Yeah,
I'm kind of thinking I might buy John the T-shirt.
Yeah.
And find the pickle as well. Gotta go to the Christmas shop and look for find the Christmas pickle.
Yeah,
I almost bought one. I almost bought one. So, no. Apparently, nobody in Germany does them. In actual Germany, nobody knows what they're on about. So yeah.
I was in York. I was in York yesterday, right? So anyone who's in York, I couldn't take a photograph, right? But if you go to the outlets in York, there's an American candy drinks stall there, right? But it does pickles, and it does pickles in these bags. And I'm walking past, and I'm thinking, I need to take a picture, and I couldn't take a picture because I was being watched, and I was going back. As I went past 3 or 4 times, and someone thinks they're going to get a sale here, and I'm like, no, I'm not buying. I want to take a picture of these pigs on a couch.
Yep, our local spas got
highly inappropriate. But I'm going again next week, so just bear with me.
Our local spa has them.
Coming soon.
Yeah, I've done.
Oh, you said, you said,
Yeah,
you said, yeah. That's it.
I have to finish some little shops that people kind of forget, and they are the seasonal shops in the hotels. So where you have the big house, the big gingerbread house, you have a little shop inside there.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, they sell the tiles, but they also sell different things as well. It's not just the tiles, it's other things. And we got pin badges in.
Yeah, we got this year we got a gingerbread house tree ornament from there. The previous time we got a special pin for the contemporary for the gingerbread sculpture that they have there. We actually missed the day that Jeff the chef had come to sign it. He was there the next day, but we happened to meet him while we were looking at the sculpture and got into conversation with him. And I'd gone to buy a pin anyway because I liked them, and he very kindly signed it for us.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Although we had to stand behind this annoying young man who was buying about 30 pin badges to put on eBay.
Yeah, quite openly. He was about sort of 13.
And he was telling the staff what's in it.
Yeah,
no, I don't want
not that one. It's not good enough.
Not that one.
So we were extra nice to the CM
We were, yeah.
afterwards. Just thank you. That's lovely. That's brilliant. It's really good.
But yeah, they're interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know what? We've covered so much from Everest to pickles tonight.
And we've not spent a single dollar.
No, yet.
Yeah,
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. I've got a list to purchase. And we didn't mention the pirate shop, which Anna mentioned in the chat, which is amazing. It has Jungle Cruise merch, just saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you have to dodge the children fighting with plastic swords to get through there in one piece. But
Just children.
I'm always slightly disappointed with that still. Most of the Pirates of the Caribbean t-shirts always seem to be of a male fit rather than designed for ladies.
They've got some cool red ones now.
I did get a blue one from there a few years back.
I mean red as in the pirate girl.
Oh, red as in the pirate girl.
Double D.
Yeah.
You know.
You know what I mean?
Yes. So we have done a lot, haven't we? We've gone around Walt Disney World.
Yep.
Not quite. We've nearly got there, but we've actually managed to cost Sean and anyone else who's going soon an awful lot more money than they
We've also gone out of Walt Disney, but we've gone to the international drive outlets.
And the outlets as well, which is good.
We spent $850,000 on an Amex card.
Easily.
But we didn't even talk about some of the unique shops at Disney Springs.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what happened.
No.
Yeah.
No, they don't. Yeah, that's true.
Because there are some very unique shops.
Left-handed
at
shop.
Springs.
Especially like
Just
the
saying.
boathouse.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, Spice Company shop, the art shop.
Yes.
Oh, Tea and Spice Company shop. We spent a fortune in there.
Anybody going soon?
Breakfast
Get that
shop.
Florida salt. It's so good. You will not regret it. Such an amazing buy.
I like the shop at the boathouse. Exit the restaurant through the gift shop.
Oh, yeah.
That's unique, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so expensive, but it's very cool.
Cool.
Well, was it Sean who mentioned T-Rex and
Yes. Rainforest Cafe.
Rainforest
The amount of
Cafe?
stuff they have when you go in there.
There's a
I
lot of
did
stuff.
buy something from Rainforest Cafe shop before.
All right,
One of their
okay.
little plushes.
Was it a
Right.
gecko?
Okay.
No,
Was
it's
it
just a leopard.
I like it. Okay.
Does it
It's
still
all intriguing.
smell of chlorine though? Because every time you go to Rainforest Cafe,
That's what
it
you
always
smell.
smells of chlorine.
think it's 9 years old.
Might be better
It's
than
about
it
9
is,
years
to be
old,
honest
so I
with you.
really hope not.
Chlorine might be
It
preferable
prob-
to
It
to
probably
food
does
they're
still
serving.
smell of chlorine.
I've only ever been to the London one.
We've
and
only ever been to the London
that basically
rainforest.
smelled
yeah.
of
And that
dust.
smells of chlorine as well.
No.
Basically smelled of dust.
Oh dear.
I don't think they do that.
I'm going to have to go and smell it in a minute and find out.
It is because your rainforest cafe wax smell.
Goodness me.
Anyway, now that we spent all our money,
Yeah.
we might as well stay at home. And if we're staying at home, that's a great opportunity to watch some of the up and coming content from the Waffle. So let's see what's coming up. Now, there is one shop we forgot to mention, which is the Great British Mickey Waffle Shop, where you can buy a great range of T-shirts.
I love that.
What can I say?
Right, mate.
A great range of T-shirts and other things available to you to purchase.
Get the beer mats. Beer mats.
Oh, beer mats.
Beer mats, yep.
What a segue. Who knew?
Yeah.
Well, what can I
Bubble
say?
and Tea Publics.
That's absolutely superb. Yeah. So Tea Public and
Redbubble.
Yeah.
The links are on the
Redbubble.
website.
Yeah.
go to the website and check out ways in which you can support us. But also, there's other ways you can support us as well. Now, our friends at Portwood Travel have actually got a really nice thing. Click on their link through our website. Book your next holiday. Doesn't have to be to Disney. Book a cruise. Neil and Karen really like a cruise. But book a cruise, and actually you'll be supporting us by booking through them as well. But also you'll be supporting them, which I think is really important. There's also other places that we have an affiliate link that also give you a discount. Discount. We like it. We like a discount.
If you want to bring the smells of Walt Disney World to your home, we've teamed up with Magic Park Scents to offer you 10% off everything in their shop. And also they've got the vehicle air fresheners.
They have.
Which are very good.
Really, really good.
Is that directly related to next week's show about?
I was just thinking that. There's a special
I'm kind of hoping it is.
promotion.
Or maybe not.
It's very smooth as it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to next week's show.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes,
who's
it's one of your
host-
favourite topics.
But who's hosting next week?
Probably going to be
so
our
let's-
number one show.
Let's get the gag right out there now, from a British perspective, that going to the John is not coming around to my house. All right? just saying now, okay. But loads more toilet humour coming next Wednesday.
There will be loads.
This is going to be our number one show.
We'll see how many puns we can fit in.
Always.
The number one show.
Yes.
Yeah.
It can't be as bad as someone on the radio this week. Because I nearly, if anyone is a listener to our podcast, and I always warn people, don't crash the car when we're having a good giggle. Somebody played on a national radio station, I'm on Fire by Bruce Springsteen. And then mentioned, this was only yesterday, and then mentioned the fact that maybe we shouldn't play that because of what's happening in roads and Greece and things like that.
Yeah,
And
no,
I'm
that
like,
is
my,
appropriate.
my word. How
Oh,
inappropriate.
Wendy, you're a
I
winner.
know. Hey, is that a late winner? A late winner into the chat. But,
Can I say something just before we finish? Because Peter, I know you're desperate to wrap us up. I just want to say that obviously the four of us, the four screens tonight, the six of us are here. There is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 6. Just checking.
I would have counted in 2s there, Claire. So.
Well, I'm basic, John. there are two people
What's
who are
his
not here
suggestion?
tonight, and there is a really good reason why. So, just going to say that Robin is well. She has had surgery today, and we send them all our love to Robin and Simon. I know that Simon's heading his way to the hospital to see her now after a very long day waiting for her. But for anyone who was interested, and I know that they'll be sharing stuff, he'll be sharing stuff. She's okay. Things have gone to plan, but we send all of our love to both of them.
Yes.
Recovery time ahead, and we can't wait to have you back on the show.
And we love you both.
And also from the other side of that, Robin won't absolutely give a monkey's about today, because actually from my experience, you just have no recollection of Operation Day. But for Simon, this is probably the worst day of his entire life, because actually you get no feedback, you get nothing at all,
So
and you're just on the edge. You're on the edge of your nerves all day. So love you.
So when Robin watches this back at some point in the future, when she's really bored, and we love you. And
we do. Absolutely.
Can't wait for you to be back with us.
Also, well done to Simon for doing the Race for Life. Saturday.
You can still donate if you want. The links
raising a ton of money. Check out in the Waffler's Arms. There's details there.
Sorry, I just wanted to squeeze that in before we finished.
Absolutely brilliant way.
Talking of the Waffler's Arms.
Go on, Peter.
Sorry, what was that, Peter?
Talking of the Waffler's Arms.
What? Well, I missed you. What did you say? Could you repeat that for us? I missed what you said.
Oh dear.
Sorry.
If you need just a bit more waffle in your life.
And who doesn't? Everyone needs a bit of waffle.
Everyone needs a bit more waffle in their life, yes. Our previous shows are all available right here on YouTube on this channel. And if you want to listen to the podcast, pick a podcast platform of your choice, and we'll be there waiting for you.
Yep.
And on the 1st of August, we've got a new show out as well.
We have.
We do.
Food again, guys.
We're talking about food and wine. Our favourites and least favourite food and wine items this year.
Oh dear.
And then
but we did have a bit of a giggle, dude.
We definitely had a giggle. And so Robin presents the next 10 years of 70.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
73 to 80. 83, something like that.
Yeah.
And just going to say, 15th of August, hold on to your hats, put it in your diary. You're not going to want to miss it.
Yeah.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
Well,
Find out more near the time.
We lack an air of mystery here at the Waffle.
Do.
Heather, you're not late. We're still here. We're waiting for you.
Still here.
We're waiting for you. Heather, welcome.
Hello, Heather.
And once we've stopped being here, you can just go back to the beginning.
Listen to us
wind it back.
I was going to say rewind, but no, we're not on videotape.
We're here all week.
Snap the tab off the back of the video so that no one can record over it.
That's what we do each week. We record over the previous one.
Yeah, right.
We're making the use of this tape.
Yeah.
We'd be grateful if you take a moment to share the show with like-minded friends and family. Well, we'd be grateful if you share the show with anybody, really.
Just somebody passing down the road.
Random person. We don't care.
Standing next to them at the bus stop. Yeah.
Don't forget to join us in the Waffler's Arms, our Facebook community, where you can talk about all things waffle and all things Disney. And also, don't forget that we're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Threads.
Even Threads.
Now, at GB Mickey Waffle.
Even Threads.
Threads.
Even Threads.
No. I'm not even on Threads personally yet.
No.
So.
I am.
I am. Hey.
Guess what I'm doing tomorrow?
Even Threads. But yeah, and we occasionally are on Twitter, but
occasionally.
That's another thing.
Every so often.
That's just our embarrassing ex now.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh dear.
Good call, Jill. That was absolutely brilliant.
That was
If
worth an hour and 20 minutes waiting for that.
Ben, if you haven't edited that bit out of the August show, leave it in. That is Jill's.
What is
Yellow
funny, they've
camo.
officially replaced tweets with X's.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not vegetarian ones. Yeah. Jill, brilliant. I'm with you. Yeah. Yellow car moment. I'm with you.
Oh dear.
So while we check out our purchases, there's only one thing left to say, which
Can I
is
get a refund?
My size.